G'day everyone, it's Billy here from DailyPuzzles. In today's video, we have a really exciting unboxing from GAN. As you guys can all see by the title, this is the GAN 11 Pro. I'm not 100% sure what versions it is. I believe it is the matte primary version, as I don't think the UV coated and soft stickless version is ready. But yeah, let's waste no time and let's get into it straight away. And just before we get into it though, I want to say a big thank you to GAN for sending this out to us early. And here it finally is, everyone, the GAN 11M Pro. We've been waiting for this for so long. Honestly, it feels like this puzzle was announced like earlier this year. Maybe it wasn't, but it's felt like so long now. So yeah, we've been super excited to have a look at it. So let's go ahead and start with the unboxing experience. I don't believe we can tell from the back, at least if you don't speak Chinese, what version this is. It says GAN 11 Pro. The box has this sort of rainbow-like shine to it. I'm not sure what this effect is called or if it shows up well on camera, but it's not a white box. It's sort of got a rainbow gloss to it, which looks very, very impressive and very premium. And just before we get into the unboxing experience, I just wanted to let you know this puzzle is now available for pre-order on DailyPuzzles for all 4 variants. So if you want to check this out, make sure you check out our website with international shipping starting just $8 US, and we'll make sure to take care of you if you are shopping with us. So right away, we have a little credit card thing here, little collector's card. So it says GAN 11M Pro. Also a number stamp on there. Looks very premium. Then we have a little promotion for Cube Station, a beginner tutorial, which is cool. Then we have the brand new box. Okay, I'll save this for now, but I'm pretty sure you press this button to open it. And then we have a little accessories box as well. All right, we have some sort of, I don't even know. We'll check that in a moment. We have a nice blue GAN bag. Okay, GAN 11 series elasticity and magnet system instructions. So it looks like this goes through everything, how to change and customize everything, which is good to see. I believe a lot of it is different from the original GAN XS. That is good to see they're including instructions. I've resisted the urge to watch most of the videos that other channels have been posting on this, so my understanding of this puzzle is very fresh. Okay, we have a little screwdriver, which is cool. And that looks to be about it. Actually, can't forget the CFOP pamphlet. That is very good to see. We've all seen that before though. And then we have this little thing here. It's got the GAN logo on it. Am I doing that wrong? Is there a button? Pretty sure it's the hinges. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay. So that looks like... Okay, we've got this tool. We're all familiar with this tool. This was on the GAN XS, which is good to see. We've got some of those spare center little tension things, or maybe they're a different kind of elasticity than what's currently default in the puzzle. And what are these? These may be replaceable core magnets. I'm not actually quite sure how to get these out. Okay, it's very interesting. As you can see, they are very small. I'm not sure if this is a replacement or a different strength, but it's nice to see GAN including that. And it does come with a whole kit of them, so it does appear that you get 8 of them. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get more into the puzzle to see what they are for. Alright, and now we've finally got the puzzle. Obviously what we're all excited for. This new box is really cool. I'm not sure if it's all gonna come with the white and blue. It's possible it will just be white. That is something I will have to confirm with GAN, but it looks very premium. So I think you press the button on both sides to open it up. Wow, that is very cool. And here it finally is. Wow, in the flesh. It feels like we've waited so long for it. Let's go ahead and close this box up. Very actually cool design. Very simple, but very cool. It's got a little bit of a... I'm not sure what that is in the bottom. Maybe a magnet? No, maybe just a little bit to hold it in place. Not too sure. But very cool box design. It's nice to see GAN always releasing new boxes with these puzzles, which is awesome to see. Alright, so straight away, this puzzle is very light. If you thought the XS is lighter, this has gotten even lighter yet again. It also feels very structurally stable just holding it in my hands. But yeah, as we can see, we have the matte primary version. So there is 4 versions of this puzzle. There is the matte primary version with the white internals, and then there is the matte black version with the black internals, which I don't have here today. And then there is the UV coated and the soft version. I'm only going to give my thoughts on the matte primary version, and I guess that could also apply to the black version, other than being able to see what the inside looks like on video, I'm afraid. But the reason I'm not going to give my opinion on the other two versions is GAN has said they will be quite different, and they're not really going to be ready until probably late November at this point. So yeah, today my video is just going to be on this matte version here. Alright, enough talk. I need to get into first turn, so let's go ahead and do that. Wow, very strong magnets right out of the box, which I actually really like to see. And when I say very strong magnets, they're actually not super strong. They're probably about a medium, but I think I'm just sort of used to GAN puzzles not having very strong magnets at all. I'm sort of used to weaker magnets on GAN puzzles. But right away, the biggest difference I'm noticing in this puzzle is, of course, the weight. It's got a very crispy feeling to the turn. Also, on top of that, it's very stable, which is sort of unusual for GAN puzzles. I mean, the puzzles in the past have been still had good stability, but I think that's been probably one of the wider criticisms among the community, is that they've always felt a little loose and not as super stable. But this puzzle actually has got a major upgrade on the XS. I can tell right away it does feel a lot more stable with the turning. Alright, we better go ahead and do a solve. Very positive first impressions though right away, which is really nice to see. Alright guys, I've just done a few solves, and out of the box I have to say on my initial impressions of this puzzle, I'm super impressed. I really like the feeling of the turning. It's got a really crispy feeling turning, sort of similar to how the Tangyun version 2M 3x3 from DailyPuzzles turns out of the box. It's a little bit sandy and crispy right away, and I actually really like that feeling, and this sort of puzzle feels very similar, although much lighter and with sort of a GAN plush twist on it, which I think is a really positive experience right out of the box. On top of that, for me, I'm getting pretty good times for what I would typically get, so I'm really happy with that. The puzzle overall just feels really refined, really premium. When it comes to comparing with the this puzzle with the XS, obviously it's going to take a lot more of me using this puzzle to give a proper review, but I have to say expectations with this puzzle long term, I don't think it will be a massive upgrade from the XS. And what I mean by that is the XS is already an amazing puzzle, the X is also an amazing puzzle, so when you have to compare this with other puzzles, it's sort of going to get a little bit tricky, because this is sort of the combination of GAN's years of expertise and quality, research and development, and just making good cubes. So I know that's really the question we've been seeing a lot. Is this better than the XS? Well, there's a lot of ways to judge that. Is it better in the price? Is it better in the performance? Is it better in the customization? Is it better if I'm upgrading from the XS, or is it better if I'm upgrading from an older puzzle, like let's just say the original GAN R or something like that? So there's a lot of questions to answer. This definitely isn't going to be our final video on this puzzle. We're going to do more videos on the other versions of the puzzle as well, and we're also going to look at the customization options too in this video. But yeah, I just sort of wanted to put that in perspective when we get those questions. This is also just my initial impressions. And yeah, we will have more videos coming later, but right off the bat with my initial impressions of this puzzle have been super positive. Alright, yes, I was correct. This does appear to be the same tensioning system as the XS, which is great to see, because I really did like this tensioning system. It took a little bit to get used to it at first, just understanding how it works, but once it's got it set up, it's a really cool tensioning system. Gives you a super big amount of customization. So essentially how it works is the clear nut in the middle has different stops of tension. So it's on number 1 right now, and then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next one will reset it, which is good to see. On top of that, you have these little blue nuts in the middle, which has 2 different settings, and then you've got the darker blue nuts, which also has 2 settings. So you really do get a lot of options when it comes to customization for the tension and elasticity of this puzzle. All right, we better go ahead and take this apart now though and see the core magnetic system. That is what we're all interested to see, so let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, just taking one layer off, as you can see, there is the core magnets there. Sorry, not core magnets, they are on the corners, which is not something you typically see. The corner magnets are normally up here in the piece, which are also they are still, I believe, to have an edge corner magnetic system, but now they also have a core to corner magnetic system, which is really interesting to see. GAN essentially says this basically just gives a better magnetic feel overall. The puzzle is more stable, there's less friction when starting up the turn, and just overall the magnetic feeling of the puzzle is improved. And based off my first impressions, I think this core system definitely does provide a better magnetic feel overall. Again, that stability on this puzzle just feels a notch above what other GAN puzzles feel like, especially some of the lower end GAN puzzles. You can definitely feel them struggling with a little bit with stability. The X and the XS do a much better job at it, but you can still feel it's a little bit unstable in comparison to something like the Volk Elite or WRM from Moyu. So this definitely is a massive upgrade on that. So I really like the core magnet design on this. However, the good thing about this is if the magnetic strength is too strong, or you're not a fan of how the core magnet system works, which I don't really understand why, because I do think overall it is a positive improvement. But if you don't like the strength, I suppose that will be the main one. You can actually take these out. So as you can see, they're in the corner piece there. It takes one little turn, and then it just comes right out like that. And then you do also have replacements and or a different strength. Again, that is something I will have to confirm with GAN, but you can take them out, which is a positive thing to see if you're not a fan of that style of magnetic system. And then as you can also see on the pieces themselves, there is actually a magnetic adjustment system, which is really awesome to see. This is different from the other puzzles. I believe that's what this screwdriver is included for here. And essentially there is strength 1, 2, or 3. And you use this little screwdriver to push it across. And when you do, it changes it on all the other sides of the puzzle too. So very, very cool system. I'm not actually quite sure how this is designed on the inside. I don't want to pop this off because I'm actually not quite sure how to do it right now, and this is the only sample we have, which is going to be going straight to Tingman tomorrow. So make sure you check out his channel to look out for his video on it. So yeah, I won't take this apart for now, but definitely once we get a second sample or this in stock, we definitely will take that apart and see how the inner workings work. Alright, now I've got the puzzle back assembled again together. In conclusion, guys, my thoughts on this puzzle, I really honestly have nothing bad to say at all. GAN have done a really outstanding job of delivering a puzzle to the market, which just is even better than the predecessor. Honestly, I can't fault this puzzle for anything. I think if there's one fault that the community will say is the price, but at least you know when you're paying that price, you are getting a very solid puzzle. Again, this is basically the combination of GAN's years of experience all put into one puzzle. You definitely can tell when using it. A lot of thought has gone into this puzzle. They've definitely designed a really solid 3x3 here. So the price is quite a bit, but you are getting a lot for that money. So in short, I definitely would recommend this puzzle. This is the matte primary version. Again, I'm very excited to try the UV and soft versions, which will be coming, I think, late November, because that's something we haven't really seen from any cube companies yet, is different finishes on the puzzle, at least from the manufacturers themselves. So that is going to be very interesting to see. I don't really have much to say on those two right now, again, because we don't have any samples. We can see what the product and marketing images say from GAN, but that's going to be about it for those different finishes. Again, very positive experience, very happy with this 3x3 so far. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to see us talk about in our full review on this puzzle, which will be coming soon. Yeah, and again, if you want to pre-order this, it is available on our website right now with international shipping starting at just $8 US, and you can get a discount off your order with code YouTube at checkout. Thanks again to GAN for sending us an early sample, and we will see you in the next video, guys.